Welcome to Bart and Huib Speakers Corner, the podcast with noteworthy interviews and more. Here you'll discover what our speakers are bringing to Agile Testing Days and why they love this unique conference so much.
Hello, welcome to Huib and Bart's Speaker Corner, where we are going to interview Agile Testing Day speakers for the coming edition of Agile Testing, which is 2025. I'm Bart Knaack. I've been to the Agile Testing Days, I think, more than 10 times, and my co-host is Huib. Huib, who are you?
Hi, I am Huib, and I've been at Agile Testing Days in various countries, I think over 20 times.
There we go. And today we have special guests, and our special guests are Jantien and René. And Jantien and René are also going to speak at Agile Testing Days together. So please introduce yourself, guys.
Ladies first, Jantien.
Hi, I'm Jantien van der Meer. I don't really remember when my first time at Agile Testing Days was. I think 2016, 17, 18, something like that. And I fell in love immediately. I don't skipped 1 year except for the COVID year, of course. I'm a very enthusiastic tester. And that's why I go to this conference as well. But I'm also a very huge Trekkie, so a Star Trek fan.
Okay.
And I'm René Tuinhout. I've been testing for quite a few years now, and I visited ATD, I think 3 times, 4 times, maybe 5. Well, quite a bit, and spoke there for 2 or 3 times. And last year I met Jantien, and I said, well, isn't it time we do something together? And then we found out we both liked science fiction. Jantien is far more in Star Trek than I am, but I like it too. So we made something up about that.
Okay, sounds interesting.
Yeah, but we didn't actually meet last year, of course, because we met in, I think, 2007, when I just started my career. And you were a trainer. René is an expert in testing techniques. So that's how we met.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay, so you both said that you've been to Agile Testing Days before. So what is so special about Agile Testing Days? Why did you fall in love with Agile Testing Days?
Well, I've been to other conferences, testing conferences as well, and they were more formal. The Agile Testing Days are a little bit more informal, and
a little bit
makes a little, okay, quite a bit.
Just slightly.
But the benefits of that is that people are very approachable, and at some conferences you see the speakers only on stage, and they don't maybe mingle as much as they do on the Agile Testing Days, and they're very approachable, so you can just step up to them and ask some questions, or the other way around as well, because you meet them in the hallways as well and at dinners. Yeah, that's one of the things that made me fall in love with Agile Testing Days. The fun events that they organize, so the gaming nights, René, we love games at such as we play at night at the Agile Testing Days conference. And another very great thing about the Agile Testing Days is that you can go there and share your knowledge and gain knowledge, and with different kinds of people, and expand your network of people and just learn and grow. And I like that a lot.
Oh, sounds good. René.
For me, basically it's the atmosphere. Like Jantien mentioned, it's all friendly people. It's very informal, but everyone's helpful. That goes for the speakers, it goes for the organization, it goes for the attendees. Everybody really wants to help you, see you succeed, be it in giving a presentation or a workshop or just attending and having questions. So people are very helpful. They're very approachable, as Jantien said. And what I also like is in this atmosphere, there's room for more than mere technical testing talks. There's a broad range of talks, workshops, hands-on stuff you can do, and there's the social events in the evenings. And my personal favorite, of course, has been for years the karaoke. What's it called? The PowerPoint karaoke.
Yeah.
That's it. So I like that very much, and it's quite informal and it's fun. So basically, if you go to a conference, most of the times at the end of the day, you're quite fatigued, but ATD gives you energy. And after a week, you're worn down anyway, but during the week, it's all high energy.
So basically, so basically what you're saying is helpful people, good atmosphere, nice speakers, but also there's a lot of fun.
Yes, indeed.
Nice.
Oh, and
Okay.
they're the same speakers as other conferences, so it's not that this conference is so much fun that we lack the actual knowledge. It's
It's a
very
good balance. It's a good
informative. Yeah, you can learn from the people here as well.
Yeah, what strikes me every year is that they have like 8 rooms filled with people, different tracks. So yeah. Hey, but talking about content and talking about tracks,
Sure.
you are both speakers. What are you doing at Agile Testing Days? What's your session?
Okay, you can go first.
I'll go first then. We are going to do quite an interactive session called Testers at the Final Frontier. And the subtitle is Your Epic Space Adventure. We thought that we would set a challenge for the Agile Testing Days attendees. We've designed a game. Well, we said we will design a game and we're in the midst of designing it by now, but by the ATD, we will have a tested game, which in quite a bit of time, in 1.5 hours, will lead you on, and I don't tell that much about it, but it will lead you on an epic space adventure. You can save the Earth. You can save your own life. You can help other races, and you can explore. And all this you can do by using testing skills, your wit, your improvisational skills, your adaptability, your communication. In short, all the things you have as a tester, you also need to survive in the universe we made for our game. Did I forget something, Jantien?
No, well, of course, that it's Star Trek themes. That's very
Sure.
important to me, of course. No, it's the look and feel we're trying to achieve is that it's quite like one of the Next Generation, Star Trek Next Generation series. So there is a danger and there is some new species and you need to resolve it and of course work together. And that's something that we also do in our work. Well, not the saving the earth part. Well, some of us do, of course, but working together and communicating and solving problems. So a lot of software testers like to solve problems, are natural problem solvers. And we also notice that, especially at the Agile Testing Days, that lots of testers love games. So this is also in a game form, a challenge form. It's not an actual escape room, but it has kind of the vibe of it. So it's puzzling, but with your the skills you have as a tester. We hope that people will find out that they're using a lot more skills for different tasks than just for testing.
Cool.
Nice.
Wow. So I want to be there. Okay. So that actually is a nice bridge to the next question. Why would everybody need to go to the Agile Testing Days? So how can you convince your boss that Agile Testing Days is your conference to go to?
For me, it's very important personally to learn and grow and to keep learning and growing. I now have about 18 years of experience in software testing.
Did you
and
say
I'm
80?
still
Yeah, 80. Yeah.
18.
She's quite older than you
Wow,
think.
you look young.
That's the alien
So
aspect.
yeah, I've done courses and I've done trainings, and you come at the point that you think, what else can I learn? And I noticed that you learn and you grow on the job and you get better in what you do, but you also want to know about different things, and you don't want to get stuck, keep being stuck in the same thing and the repetitive things. Or maybe you have a problem at work and you can't solve it at work with your colleagues. If you go to a conference, so first of all, you expand your network. So there's a lot of people you can talk to, and you can talk to them about the problems you're having. And maybe one of them has been in a similar situation. So that's one of the benefits. The talks that you go to, they can be either new topics that you want to learn about, or they can be on a topic that you already know about, but you want to learn more about. And of course, there's the other side of the coin. You can share your knowledge. So if you think, I'm an experienced tester and I'd like to help other people, and you only have a small team at work, or maybe you've already seen everybody there and you want a broader audience, you can go to the Agile Testing Days and share your knowledge there. Not necessarily on the stage, but also on the floor, because when you're standing around a table and you're having a chat with someone, maybe there's someone more junior who has a problem and tells you about their problem, and you can help them. And helping other people is also something that I find very likable.
Cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, to add to that, you asked two questions basically, Bart. The first is, why should you attend? Well, of course, to come to our workshop. Again, testers at the final frontier, visit it. And how to convince your boss. Well, basically, part of the stuff Jantien said, I used to mainly the networking part. I work with testers who have been trained quite thoroughly, so they could teach all the courses they have gotten in the years past. But on a conference like ATD, you hear new stuff that isn't in courses already, and it broadens your network significantly. So you meet people that, well, you have chats with those people and you think, okay, I know you and I know what you know about. And 1.5 years later, or maybe 2 months later, or maybe 3 years later, you think, well, the problem I have now, oh, wait a minute, I spoke to someone at ATD. Let's give him or her a call.
Right.
And that's how I convince my managers sending myself and other people to Agile Testing Days, for broadening the network and hearing, well, the newest stuff on software testing, basically.
Yeah. Well, and then we have good news for people that want to come to the Agile Testing Days, because in this podcast, we can give away a special discount. So we have a special discount for people that we will share the discount code in the pod notes, so you can find it over there. And this will give you a 15% discount on the price of Agile Testing Days. So I think that's really worthwhile. René, Jantien, thank you very much for being our guests on the podcast.
Thank
Huib,
you.
do you have any final remarks?
Well, no.
It's Bart and Huib. Thanks for inviting us. It was a pleasure.
It was a
we
pleasure
have
talking to Jantien.
some more work to do. We have some more work to do, but we're looking forward to seeing you soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was so
The
cool.
only thing I hope is next year, is in 2026, do something in Star Wars themes. I challenge you.
I see this killing breeze going over Jantien now. Strange. Guys,
Live long
see you
and
later.
prosper.
Okay, thanks.
Later.
See you.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Is goed.
Oké.
Later.
Later.